is this? Doing it this way. What happened? Ah, why? Why do you have to be like this? Ah, okay. I'm just sorry for that. Hmm. Ah, shh. Alright, back I am. I don't know why when I shared the link. That is weird. I have a title. For some reason. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. But it is. The link isn't working. Let me go to my channel. Live. Oof. Oh shit, it's private. Yeah, it's weird. So strange. Twitch is years ahead of YouTube on this, but it works, I believe. Um, yeah, it's strange. How do yeah, you don't. That's the weird part. Well, eventually I will be um allowed to enable the subscription thing. I don't know the name. For now, it's just like Twitch on this sense. On that sense, it's I can start, and if it grows enough, then YouTube will allow me to add like a subscription button somewhere here. It's really sad that Twitch kicked me out. I have to wait 6 months to be able to try again. Super fun. Oh. What do you mean by choppy? Is it maybe too loud or something like that? Because I see that sometimes my microphone is going way up on the red. I think this is, yeah, now I'm on the yellow. It sucks. Yeah, right. And the worst part is that they don't give me anything. They don't tell me anything. If they could at least give me some orientations on what I did wrong, but they simply don't care. Is it better now? Because my microphone is now only using noise suppression. So I hope it's okay now. It's not cutting out. And my camera decided to not work today. Today is a fun day because another fun thing is that I woke up earlier. But I'll leave. Okay. I went to prepare my coffee, and I was doing many things at the same time, which is not the way I like to do things. And I have an electric kettle, the thing that you use to boil water, right? So I do that, and I have, but the thing is that in my head I turned it on, but I didn't. So then I did what I had to do, then I came back and I didn't even check if the water was hot. So then I poured the cold water on my coffee powder. And then I mixed everything and prepared, put it on my thermal bottle. And then when I tried to take the first sip, it was cold. So yeah, it's a good start of the day. Trying to stream on a private stream. But it is what it is. Okay, that is the. Oh, there should be some UI here, I believe. How are you doing, mister? I hope everything is okay up there in the north. And how is work going? Kicking ass, creating cool courses. I'll get lots of content work for the new spellbook feature. Spellbook? That's interesting. Can you share anything about it? Yeah, Lane's made an announcement. It's unlockable references and cheat sheets. Basically, that would be such. I do not understand. I understand the words, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Unlockable references. What is that? Man, it's been a while since I last opened Dev's Discord server. I'm still there, but I didn't even click there. I usually just open the servers where I can share my stream link. The students can more easily search up how to use a list in Python. Keep it drawing academic and keep the lessons. That's interesting. I get it. I get it. Nice. That's a great thing. And I like the name Spellbook. That's really good. And with which language are you working mainly? Oh, let me try one thing. There you go. Was wondering about in the messages here. Interesting. There you go. Don't forget. Okay. The whole team is working on the content, just grabbing tickets for each course. Nice, man. How many courses do you have today? Must be a lot. Oof. It's a lot. yeah, I'm here still. I had to reset my experience and everything because of that first boss battle, so I could get more points. I think I learned that from you. Yeah, you could reset and start over. So look at this. It's all new. I think that was kind of a... I don't want to do all that again. And I need to do this git one shell and terminals. I did it already. Oh, is this the one from TJ? Must be nice. I'll take a look at that. Ah. So there is no way to do that. Learn how to find a programming job. Well, that's interesting. Git Kubernetes. That's interesting. This is also interesting. Yeah, man. Oh, the page is so different. Big UI update. This is you, right? Strictly now calculated based on your time zone. Very nice. Do we have any bosses? Zagaroth. Yeah, but I need to be back to it and be more active. Recruit a friend, that's interesting. I'm still here. Yeah, man, I'm really happy that this thing just skyrocketed. Good success. It's very nice to see it working. There is Gregorio. How are you doing, Mr. Sir? You found me here on the dark side of the web. Yeah, my camera decided to act funny today. Today's a good day for weird things to happen. Let me try one more time. But every time I plug in my camera, it doesn't say it's connected, but it identifies the camera. It's like it's turned off. I don't know. There are no options to turn it on. See here, UVC camera. It's on. It's here, but it shows nothing. See, you don't see my face here. I don't know why. I don't have any other inputs. It is plugged in. But for some reason it decided to not work. I have no idea why. Now you're the second. Yeah, I also don't know why. Dan also mentioned that the audio is bad. I don't know what I did. I actually didn't do anything compared to yesterday. I honestly have no idea what changed from yesterday to today. I honestly don't know. I'm on the right microphone. The only filter that I have is the noise suppression. But if I disable noise suppression, I think it's going to be bad. Right? Twitch and YouTube, yeah. Yeah, today the universe is telling me to not stream today. Now is my sound now that I disabled noise cancelling. You might be hearing a lot of environmental things. But if the sound is okay, is it connected properly? I guess it is. Yes. That is no other way. It's a USB thing, so I don't know how the sound is bad. Yeah. Man, I'm about to give up on streaming today. Even my coffee, I got it wrong today. Even my coffee. Why is the sound bad? If I disable the music and everything, does it make any difference? We try to turn it off and yeah, I have to. Oh my god. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Let me try to listen to myself on YouTube here. Let me open my... Heard for some echo, folks. Test. Oh my god, it's terrible. It's cutting out. No. I have no idea. Wait, so let me turn it on and off again, the microphone at least. Let's see if it changes anything. Is it better now? I am saying a few things. I don't know what else to say. Sounds better for now. Okay. I will not touch anything. I will not touch anything. Okay. I just plugged it off. Let's see if my camera now is working. It would be fun, right? No, the camera is still not working. It doesn't like me. Let me try. Come on, camera. Yeah. Doesn't want to turn on. For reasons of yes. It identifies the USB thing, but it doesn't do anything. Yep. I have no idea what's happening. I'll try to fix that offline, but I have no idea. So you asked if Cinespad is here. Well, he's following from time to time, but I don't think he's here right now. Um, but he doesn't stream on YouTube, I believe. But he's still streaming on Twitch, and he is streaming the game we're working on. Let me see if he's live. He's live right now. Look at this bad boy. That's why he's not here. Because he's there. Very nice. Oh, he needs one extra follower. No, Twitch gave up on me. At least for now. In 6 months, I'll see if I can get my account back. But for now, I'm off Twitch. I thought about creating another account, not related to me at all, but then I would have close friends to tell them, but then some people would start to follow me, and blah blah blah. But then what if in 6 months they give me my account back? You know, then what do I do with these people that followed me on this new account? You know, so I prefer to wait and see what happens. Yeah. As soon as they suspend your account, they give you an appeal form. And of course I made use of that. But as soon as I appealed to that, it got rejected right away. Just like this. So I sent a message. That the appeal in the message, I was explaining what happened. It was a confusion. I didn't do anything. I had only 8 subscribers. There's no way I committed fraud with only 8 subscribers. You know. But then as soon as I sent it, got rejected right away, meaning that nobody read my message. So what comes to mind as a possible thing is that I'm in Brazil, so I don't know how taxes will work, you know. So I have received up to the suspension 2 payments. It's not big money. It's just like it was 200 reais, which I can pay. Like I spent more than 200 today paying the bills, or electricity here and the farm. So it's not that much money. So the only thing that comes to mind is that maybe it's something like that. Maybe I should have done something with the payment. I should have informed Twitch or someone. I don't know. But I just received and I transferred the money to my account. I have no idea. In 6 months you can get more new followers than you had. Yes, but... yeah, I thought about that, Gregory. But I honestly still don't know. So Twitch, so according to rules on Twitch, as soon as you get $50 from subscription and from ads, then they transfer you that amount, right? So I've been streaming, I think, for 7 months there, and I received 2 payments. So it means that over 7 months, I have received around $100 in subscription and ads, which is almost nothing, right? $100 over 7 months. Yeah, so maybe that's what happened. You know, maybe that's what happened. I didn't do something that I should have done. Being a Brazilian, using their service, I honestly have no idea. But they didn't tell me anything. They should at least give me some details. You know, it's like me saying my son, hey, go to your room. Why? What did I? You did something wrong. Go to your room. Oh, but what did I do? I am not telling you. Go to your room. You know, it's super stupid. But I did something wrong, apparently. I have no idea what. And there is no way for me to fix that because they didn't tell me. So now I'm locked outside of Twitch. But I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I could. I could get in touch with them again because right after the appeal has been rejected, I sent them a message, explained that my appeal has been rejected, and asking for explanations and blah 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 blah. But they couldn't say anything. And honestly, I don't do this for money. So I'm not going to even, if YouTube at some point says, okay, you can win, you can get subscription. No, thank you. No, keep it off. I don't care. You know, I have my job. This is not my job. I don't want to make this a job. You know, so maybe I can go back to Twitch, create a new account and never turn on the subscription option. Just people follow me and help me. But I thought that would be an issue with the government. No, yeah. Ban evasion can lead to permaban. Yeah. But how would they know it's me, right? Of course it would not be Dan Garrett too. I don't know. I'll just stay here on YouTube. That's what happens. And the game is progressing fine, Gregorio. Progressing really fine. Lots of changes and cool ideas from not Dan Garrett. There you go. Not the band Dan Garrett's and not the Dan Garrett. Not Dan Garrett is an amazing name. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's sad because it took me 7 months to get people there. Lots of effort and everything. Yeah, and I don't know how to declare Twitch income. Where would I do that? Here? You know, because if I go to my account and say, hey, I got this money from Twitch, they say, what? Do I have to say something to the US government somehow? Say, hey, I got this money from you, thank you. I have no idea. And if it does, why did it take them 7 months to do something? That's really weird. So as soon the user uses it, it's done. There's no way back. There's no save screen or anything. Yeah, but it's okay. So what if I do not declare the money here? What does Twitch has to do with that? Exactly. It's just it was 300. It was 400 reais. You know, 400 reais max. Now, if I go to my account, hey, I need to declare this, I'm going to pay way more taxes than what it's I don't think Twitch has anything to do. Yeah, but why am I it's so fucking confusing. I'm gonna send another message to them and say, hey, I need information. I need to get back to Twitch. Exactly. Yeah. And if there's one thing that I do super well is that I pay all my taxes. And I tell you this, I pay a lot of taxes. You know, and there's even, if you want to get arrested in Brazil, you have to evade taxes. It's 100% efficient. They will find you. I even joked years and years ago when people were looking for Bin Laden in the US. And I said, man, tell the Brazilian government that he didn't pay his taxes. They're going to find him under a rock if necessary. Oh, you didn't pay your taxes? Okay. You know, it's insane. I think Al Capone was arrested for taxes in Italy. Or in the US. I do not know his history well, but it was Al Capone, right? And he got arrested for taxes, for tax evasion. Can you imagine that? It's just crazy. Oh, you didn't, so let me show you this. I'm sorry. All the graphics are created by Cinespatti, so he's the real hero here. So look at this. So, and there's another thing. We have this. We have the light in front of the player. You see. So let me find an enemy here. No, not on this room. Not on this room. So the light effects are way more interesting now. There are some issues with so this is the cool thing. So if you see, if I turn my back to the enemy, I do not see him. But look at this. Whoa. Whoa. See? So that is the environmental light and the player line of sight. See that? So you do not know if someone is coming from behind. So Cinespatti is currently working on this functionality. If I get too close to the enemy, and it's a ranged enemy, it's going to try to run away and find a safe position to shoot from. See? So the visibility thing, to me, it's amazing. We have some issues like this. Let me kill this bad boy. So you see that then for some reason it turns off the light here. I don't know why, but we're working on that. And depending on the resolution, it also doesn't work super well. You see the light flickering. Yeah, it's like, compared to what it was a month ago, it's amazing, isn't it? Damn, that looks great, right? That looks very nice. And yesterday I was working on the points where you can improve certain characteristics of your player, like health, accuracy, blah 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 blah. So I worked on this yesterday. I added these add points just to fake points for me, because we get these points from enemy might drop experience points, so you can use it to level up and increase your accuracy. So for instance, you see that the accuracy is not that good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, welcome in TDB. Did you see that I pinned the message? Don't forget to give me that like. Huh? I didn't say subscribe. Yeah, he's a bot. Don't talk to him. No, I'm just, he's TBD from Twitch. You might have seen him on, oh my god, TBD Gamer. There, that's him. He's soon to be live on Twitch. Good morning to you as well. But yeah, he sounded like a bot, right? So I saw you see that the player now has a weird accuracy. You see, I added an angle there. So you can improve. So the more you improve, so every time you improve something to the max, then it's going to cost more points for you to go to the next level, which I have still to display here. So the more points I spend here, the more I have to click to level up to the next level. Look at that, my accuracy is now perfect. See? I'm shooting on a straight line. Of course, this all has to be balanced out, but it's looking great, honestly. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is that I'm going to save information from the save data. So I'm bringing 90% of the stuff of the code from Redemption to this new Redemption. I just need to define the data that I want to save. So, okay, Gregorio, thank you so much for joining. I'm happy you were here. Have a great day. Good day at your job. Enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna turn on some music for myself. I won't risk listening to something that YouTube does not think it's fun to listen to. There are those things called DMCA, DCMA music, copyright free music. Yeah. Oh, there's one called Tense Cinematic. Oh, me like it. Let's see if you can hear that. The legend has it. It's copyright. No copyrighted music. So it should be okay. Let's see. Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Ah, yeah. So does it mean anything DMCA is free for me to use on videos? Oh. Let's see if I can find like a radio. Oh, there is. I don't know if I'm gonna like the music. It's okay. Let's see how long it's going to last. And then I'll see if I can fix my camera today. This camera has been weird. I'm thinking about using the Android phone camera to see if it works. I know I can connect that to OBS and use it. So I might do that. But anyway, so I have these structure here. Current level, history watch. I'm gonna leave those. I don't know if I'm gonna use those in the future. Level tutorial complete. This is something we can use or not, so I'm gonna leave it. audio information. We're gonna use it eventually. Now we're gonna have player data, player attributes. So it's going to store player attributes in here. And for that, what I'm going to do is player data, player data. So what's going to do is simply grab the resource and store it here for me. I have no idea how it works, but let's see. So player data is equal to data received, player data. Okay, so it's going to grab, this is loading the information. All right. So when I hit save, it's going to open the file, store string, but there is nothing there. It's going to open the file. Okay. Okay, this is audio stuff. So I'm going to load. And the file, if I have the file, if the file doesn't exist, I save one file. But how am I... So I call this to JSON. Let me quickly check one thing. Da, 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 da. I do not remember how to save stuff. Oh, I just set the attributes. That's what I do. Yeah. Is it exported already? Globals, save data. There it is. All right. This is an old error. So when I hit save to toggle the UI off, it's on the main script. Yeah. So this is where the magic should happen. Well, not here actually. It should happen on the level up scene. Yep. So when it's ready, updates the points label. Okay. So it brings the holding experience points to update the amount for me. That's okay. So now I need to, as soon as I load it, I need to grab the load file and set the properties, the property values. Oh, that's going to be interesting. So I have the upgrader, which is then using the properties. No, so it shouldn't be here. It should be in the main indeed. And here in the main, what I need to do is I need to update the resource, the player resource, with the contents from the save file. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. So I'm going to grab I'm gonna load the save file, because it's going to happen once. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab the player attributes, which is stored in the player data. So it's going to be empty at first. So when I do this, .load, right, it returns me nothing. Okay. So it tries to load, and then it populates everything. So if I do to JSON, although this is a private function, I don't know why. It's not this. Print save data dot to JSON. This should give me an empty JSON body. There you go. Not empty, but with defaults. Yeah, the null player data. Okay, this is good. So if I do it again, it's going to show the same stuff. Not a problem. Okay, so it loaded the information right here. Let's leave it here. So when the player opens the panel, does its stuff, I cannot save the data into the file every time the player clicks the plus button. I need to, as soon as I close the window, I need to save it. Right. I know that is a visibility thing. Not you, not you, not you, not you. There. That is a visibility thing. Visibility changed. So let's try this out. Visibility change dot connect on visibility. No. On visibility changed. So every time I toggle this, it's going to send me a signal. Now, if visible, if it is visible, if it's not visible, it means that, let's say, closed, right? There you go. So when I open it, nothing happens, but when I close it, I get a signal. So when I get the close thing, I have to go save data dot player data equals player attributes, because the player attributes has been updated. So if I did this correctly, if I do this and I go and I add a few points in accuracy, a few points in health, and some points in shooting frequency, and all the remaining points on. So this is supposed to be saved. So nothing happens, but if I load the game again, the player data should not be, and it is. Okay, man, thank you so much for joining, for staying here, for the like. Really appreciate it. Have a good day. I forgot to call save. Okay, so now it's saved. If I run the game again, it's saved in the file. All right. Try to assign a known object value to a variable of type attributes GD. Interesting. Save GD line 45. Okay, alright, let's see. Player data is player attributes. Trying to assign a known object value to a variable of type attributes GD. Known object value, what does that mean? What is data received of player data? What is that? It's a resource. Oh, so should it be a resource instead of player data? It's a resource. How is that saved? Is it in Godot? No, where is it? I always forget where the user file is. File paths in Godot. Local share, okay. Share the game. Nope. Godot. The game. Nope. Jeez, this is very outdated. Oh no, this is a default. Local share Godot app user data. Local share Godot app user data. And then the project name, okay. Is it save game.dat? Yeah. Ah, there it is. It saves. Okay. Alright. So it's saving this weird reference, so it makes no sense. It doesn't know what to do with that because it's a text. I cannot save an entire object, which makes all the sense. So should I grab each property? So when I save, so I'm going to say import. I don't know about the name. So player data dot accuracy equals data accuracy. Please complete the rest. Thank you. Charisma. What the hell is that? There is no charisma here. Accuracy levels, that's important. Max points is also important. And points. Is it called accuracy points? Yes. Okay. So for now I'll do this just for one. And let's see how it goes for the rest. Oops. Oops. So I'm currently just saving the accuracy. So I'm saving all this, right? I can save a dictionary, so then it displays nicely. See, it is called audio data. Here it is. Super cool. So that dictionary works very well. Now a resource, I'm curious how it's going to save. I know it saves like this, but should I save it as a dictionary as well? Let me see if I don't have to go through all that. Save resource to file. Oh, we already have it. Attention, here be dragons. This is the latest. Okay. A single for saving resources to nice. A single for saving resources to the file system. It uses the many resource format saver classes registered in the engine. Ah, that's so good. Okay, how do I use it? Add resource format saver. Registers a new format saver. The resource saver will use the resource format saver as described in save. This method is put implicitly. She describes the resource format saver for more information. I need to know what type that is. Then you can save resources when you do it from the editor. Or when you use the resource saver singleton. This is accomplished thanks to multiple resource format savers. Okay, what are the types? Add resource formats. I'm not following. A stress, text-based, rest, binary, or another building format. But you can choose to create your own by extending this. No, I don't want to create one. Like built-in resource format savers. It will be called automatically when saving resources of its recognized types. And to save it, you can. But I want to save that to a file. That doesn't seem to be the. There you go. So I can do this. It's going to save my butt. So I don't have to do all the serialization myself. But the downside is that apparently No, I don't want JSON here. So I'm going to save it. Okay, so it might change a few things, because if I do this resource save it, I have to specify a file. I don't want to have two files for saved game data. So I might need to change, instead of using this class should use a resource. Then this resource will point to everything else, including a resource, which will be the game, the play resource. And then I'll save this resource as a binary, and then boom, magic happens. So yeah, maybe this is it. I'll leave these as a reference. Okay, so I need a resource with a resource, right? So it's not a player. A game manager is not a resource, but it's here, okay? So I need a new resource. Let's call it saved data. Create new saved data, which is this bad boy. Extends resource. Oh, my typing. Yeah. So in here, what I will have is these guys here. So this seems to be it. So the player data is a player attribute, which then is another resource. So there is no need for me to do this, apparently. Not even this. Okay. Let's comment all these out. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a save function just like this one. But now what we're going to do is going to say resource saver dot. Wait a second, I'm confusing myself here. So I created a resource, which is this, but I created this guy. Now I need to create the resource itself, right? Yeah. So the resource is going to be called save data. Now I have it. There you go. Yes. So I don't need to export anything, or do I? Maybe I do have to export the player attribute. So I can come right here, do this. Okay. So we have this resource, right? which then has another resource pointing to it. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this music. I do not like it. Think, Daniel, think. So the save button is going to save the resource saved data. Oh, wait a second. I think I'm creating a mess with names. Save data. Oh, shit. So that is save data as the class and saved data as the resource. So this is save data. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say resource saver. So you're going to save to, what is the name again? I shouldn't have deleted that. Yeah, it's going to be this. So resource saver is going to be this. And what you're going to store here is, what the hell happened? You're going to store saved data. It's a resource, so there's no need to create an instance of that. But this doesn't work this way. Yeah. It is confusing. Yeah, but this is a script. This is not a scene. This is... Oh my god, why is it so complicated to my brain? Brain, please work. Wait, let me... So this is the data I want to save. It's a resource. And it has another resource inside of it. So what I can do is func save. It doesn't do anything. Then I'm going to do resource dot saver dot save. I'm gonna, again, I always forget the name here. It's this, and you save yourself. So what's wrong? Invalid argument 1 should be a resource, but it's a string. A resource? Oh, it's the opposite. So self and the path. There you go. Good, nice. So this guy here can probably go away. I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I am back, and the volume is too high. I need to set a limiter. Yeah, now it's good. Now it's limited. Remove the be right back. There you go. Boom. Alright, back to resourcing. Alright, so this is the one now. Save a data. So we can come here and remove. Save the data. There you go. Must not allow an existing. Nope. Oh yeah. Already have it here. Save it data. No. Ah, that's why. That's why it's called saved. So let me remove this one. Yeah. So now it should work. Welcome back, thank you. Yep. I had to prepare a cappuccino. Think, Daniel. Yeah. Save. Let's go to the level up. Nope, save it not declared. What do you mean not? So when I do that, so when I go to the main scene, it should load. So let me load. Oh, we have loader. That's awesome. So what does it do? It returns a resource. Nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say player data equals this. And okay, so in here, let me do dot load, but not in, oh my crap, not here. Dot load. I'm going to print the I don't know, let's go. If I do this, I think it's going to print the object instead of the, oh, the manager. Oh crap, yeah. Where is the save? I'm gonna do it. One. Nope. Good. I can't get bots connected for chat. All the services keep denying me. It's going to be a rough stream. Okay, man. Thank you so much for joining. As always, appreciate it. Main GD14. Load. Invalid non-existent function load in base nil. Really? Let me reload. Base nil. That's interesting. The glue is here. Save it data. Resource save it data. Here it is. So this is a resource. Right? This is a class, a GD class that extends from a resource. Ah, that's interesting. To instantiate an outload. So I do need a script just for that. So I need this guy here. So this is what is confusing me, because I have the saved data. I'm trying to wrap my head around how these are connected. Mm. So if I have to use this class to save that, which I can totally do, I believe, I need to tell which resources it has access to, right? So I need to load the resources here whenever this is created. So this can all go to hell. And I can go for, no, not this, save it data, which is the name. Why can't it, oh, it's an auto load singleton. Player save it data. There you go. So we have a class save it data, which is the name that it has to have here in the auto-loading the global. So it's saved data. I cannot call it saved. This is wrong. So wait a second. So let's try to rename things properly here. So we have something that saves, right? Which is a class that's going to save something. Let's go with data saver. Data saver. That's the name. So let's go here and rename it to, this is data saver. Yeah. So let's come here and rename it to data saver. There you go. Okay. And the data saver has, let's call it data, which is this resource, player saved data. There you go. I'm sorry. Player saved data. And this is going to be renamed to player saved data. Okay. So the player saved data has a reference to the player attributes. And the player saved data is nothing more than a script. Now, how do I use it? How do I use it? Because this is the one who has to be exported. I'm going to do data saver dot player saved data dot save. And this is going to get this save here. Yeah. So if we go to the level up GD, so it's again resources, data saver, the data saver. Let's call it saver for the lack of a better name. So we're gonna do saver dot player dot save. So this is what we do. And now when we start the game, we're going to load that. So this is going to load the thing, yeah, the resource. So if we play the game, oh my crap. Non-existent function load in base nil. Why is it nil? It wasn't supposed to be nil. Player saved data is a resource. Preload. Let's preload this resource. Isn't this how we load it? Unterminated string. Okay, so what's the problem now? Preload file that does not exist. There's an extra R here. Okay. So I preloaded. So it shouldn't be nil now. Yeah. What is the error? Load resource file not found. Save it game.dat. Yeah, that's correct because we didn't create it yet. I thought you would do that for us, but you clearly do not. So we need to create it. And to create this, let me do, because I did that already. Let me just refresh my memory here. Yep. I'm gonna do this. So we go and try to find this guy. And if it cannot be found, then we create it. Use a tab character, okay. Then we create the file. Otherwise, it moves on. So, oh, still failing. Save a data line 24. Oh, wait. There you go. No, it should be there. No. Just still failing. So there. So when I init this. Oh, but this is not. Now it should be initialized here. Which should happen first, in my understanding. Init player data saved. So apparently, see? So this happens first. This is correct. I wasn't wrong here, which is good. So init player save data. So this happens first. Then if the file does not exist, this is weird. If file is null, it means it doesn't exist. So why do I check if it doesn't exist? File, here's the file. Resource file not found, users. Why? Okay, wait a second. So yeah, it's not going to find it. Okay. Right, now if I do this, it's still failing. Loads a resource at a given bottom path, caching the results for further access. The registered resource format loader are queried sequentially to find the first one which can handle the files extension. Yep. An optional param type hint can be used to further specify the resource type that should be handled by the resource. That's interesting, because I can say oh, I don't know if this is the type. Okay, now let's not go there now. So the problem is that when I load, it's saying it cannot find this. But when I do save the resource to this to the given path, using resource format save returns OK on success. The procedures or any generated UID associated with the resource will not be saved as the required code is only executed in editor mode. The param flags. Let's try to customize the save behavior using saver flags. I don't know what those are, but let's see, maybe it's not saving. $15. What is 15? $15 is not okay. I'm sure of that. Fuck me, what's going on? I deleted this piece of crap. Yeah, it's not okay. So why isn't it failing? What is 15? Let's look for Godot. Error codes 15. Based on provided such results, Godot error code corresponds to error file unrecognized. This error occurs when the game engine encounters a file that is cannot recognize or parse. Is file name a constant variable? Ah, the trace file extension. Let's see if this helps. Okay, trying to sign. Jesus, it's way more complex than I expected. So we did line 27. Oh, shit. Player attributes. So what is it telling me? Player saver data. Oh, because I'm saving self. So it grabs self. Okay, so it saves self. Or I can do, yeah, because I want to save everything. So when I extract it, I am extracting everything, but it returns a resource. The type is player saved data equals this. Now what I'll do is player data equals resource player data. What? Use a space character for indentation. What? Where? Instead of a tab as used before in the file. What are you talking about? Where? My crap. What the fuck is going on? Where am I using space? Oh. God. Where in the hell am I using space here? Why isn't it opening? What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. Look at this shit. I thought it would work nicer because of the formatter, but apparently it doesn't. Okay, now it's working. Thank you. Player data equals resource player data. That's it. All right. Oh my God. File to be printed. That seems to work now. No. So everything is being lost. let's print the health details. Let me do this. Let me do where the player attributes. No. What? Forget this. So let's start with the health increment. Oh, thank you. See, this is the beauty of this tool. Thank you so much. But let me add just a print statement to start and finish the print. So this is good. So when I load the data here, I can do player attributes.debug debugger. Let's see what happens. So I start the game. It has all this information. So I increment and I clean it up. Level up 2. That's good. If I play the game again. Yeah, this is not saving. So let's check what's going on. So I'm going to save self. So every time I call save, not when I call load. When visibility change, it's going to change and save. So if I load the game, okay, it's saving the basics. There you go. Levels 2, points 20, health points 2, that's perfect. Go down a little bit, health points 7. If I open, I have 7 points here. Just perfect. Okay, nothing changing. Yep, correct. So it looks like it is saving the correct player data. So when I load, it looks. So the loaded is always the basic. Oh, I think I know. Because here, I'm always preloading this guy. This is creating such a confusion on my brain. So we have this saver because this has to be a class. It can't be I cannot auto import, like make a resource global. I cannot do that. So I need a class that can use this thing here. Right. So every time this thing is started, it preloads this resource. So when it loads its resource, what? It's a few arguments. Okay. Yeah, so it's not saved, because if it was properly saved, when I loaded it, it would have the player data, but it doesn't. So I need to think more carefully about this. Oh man, what a confusion! What a confusion! Well, I do have to save an entire resource, that's for sure. And I need to be able to load from it and populate something else. So I'm not saving the player attributes directly. I need a bigger resource which will have this resource in it. So let me open my there we go. So what I think of is like I don't know the name, but big resource. So we have the big resource, right? And the big resource is going to store. It saves a lot of information. Audio, player stats, I don't know, history, and etc. So it's going to save it. But in here, we have another resource called player. And it has all the where to set the color here? Can I set the color? It doesn't look like I can. Really? I cannot change the colors. Oh, it's down here. Jeez, terrible. Why is it down here? Ah, there we go. So you can go away. And now we have this, right? We have the big resource and we have this resource. So this is what's being updated all the time. And this is going to have a layer attributes, which then points to this guy. Right? Every time I save, I'm going to save that. So when I click save, I'm going to grab the current and it has to be a resource because I'm saving a resource. I'm using a resource saver that save. Boom. It saves a resource somewhere. So that's why I need to save this guy. So when I hit save, I'm calling this guy. And this guy has a reference to this. So this guy points to this player attributes resource. So every change that I have here, I have it here. Because it's a resource, it's a pointer to a resource. So that's okay. So when I go and save the big resource, it's going to save self, including this, I believe. And when I load, it's going to load the big resource, which contains the player attributes resource. And then I go, okay, update the player attributes resource with what you just loaded. Okay, so the data saver is the main thing, right? It's the exported class. And this is, and I need this to be a thing. because this is the only thing that I can export. Not export, but make global in the project. Yeah, so I can call it whatever I want. So I call the saver. And it gives me access to the player saved data, which is a resource. So whatever I do here, it's going to be saved when I do this. So that's okay. So when I init this guy, so this is going to be initialized before anything else. Or won't it? Who is going to start first? I think this is going to start first. Print data saved init and print player. Okay, let's see who is first. Player saved data init. Player saved data init. So these happened first, which is interesting. This happened before. What? Oh, because it preloads. Right, so it depends on this, apparently. So, okay, before doing this, preload this guy. Okay, so this seems to be it. Now it's going to show both messages. Yeah. So it loads. So it loads this. And if it doesn't find a file, it saves one. Right? It creates one and it saves it with its current state, which is whatever it is. Right, according to the debugger, it found this. Hello, Mr. Jones. How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Quick question: how do you save data on your game? Because what I'm trying to do today is saving an entire resource. So I have the player resource with all the stats of the player. So when I save it, I save the entire resource. And when I open it, boom, I have everything, right? The entire resource. But this is my first time doing this because in the previous version of the game, I was saving as a JSON format because I didn't have much information to save about the player. But now since I have stats, I must keep track of those. So yeah. And don't forget to hit the like button, please. Now I became a YouTuber. I have to ask, don't forget to like and subscribe. I saved my giant 12,000 lines full of dictionaries. Yeah. Okay, that's how I used to do. But I learned I was doing that. I was extracting the player data attribute, which is a resource, extracting that and moving that to a dictionary and populating it. And then when I load, I grab the dictionary and then I populate the resource. But then I found that Godot has the resource saver, which is what I'm trying to use here. As you can see, it saves a resource like this. You see, it saves everything. But I'm trying to see if it works. Yeah, but I don't know if it works, because I hope it does. Because it saves a resource. But does it save a resource pointing to a different resource? You know, so I have this resource here, which contains game data information, and I have this, which is the player attributes, right? So based on what I see here, I'm not sure it saves this thing here. You know, this is what I'm trying to check. Or if I should have two different files, one to save player data and one to save game data. You know, like configuration data, and one to save player state data. So two different things, which now it starts to make sense in my brain because I'm here for about an hour trying to figure this out. And I have to go in a few minutes, in 5 minutes actually. So I think that this is not possible, to save a resource that points to another resource. And again, I say that because this is the player saved data resource. But as you can see, it says it points to this. But where the hell is this, right? In a file. You see, it's pointing to something. But I don't think it's saving this data anywhere. If it makes sense. In my brain it makes a lot of sense, but I don't know if I'm able to explain that. So I was checking the initialization stuff. So yeah, it just occurred to me, Mr. Jones, that I might have to separate things. I must have a player data thing. But this is interesting. You see, I have these guys here. I'm not seeing any reference to history watched, for instance, in this thing. So how does it keep track of this? So let's give it a try. So when I run the game, it's going to load. And when I hit the level up scene, it's going to save. So it loaded. Doesn't matter what I do. If I do this, it's supposed to save the information. Ah, here it is. Nice. Okay, so it had to be exported to save. Good. But now again, it doesn't change the external resource. So that's why I think I have to save them separately. Yeah, this seems to be the thing. I have to save them separately. And I don't know if you noticed, but you cannot see my weird face because my camera decided to play fun today. And today was a chaotic start of the morning. My microphone wasn't cutting out like crazy. My camera is not working. Although OBS can find it, when I try to use it, nothing shows up. And I somehow I was able to completely forget to boil my coffee water, so I prepared a really cold coffee. I didn't notice while doing that, and I drank like a big gulp of cold coffee, which is terrible. So it's been fun. It's been a fun morning. Lots of things to figure out. Let me keep this here. And I still need to figure out how to make this this thing here be saved in a binary format, so the player, it makes it hard for the player to come here, find the file, and then edit the file. and mess around with it. But yeah. But I have to go, man. But thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, TBD, for joining, for the lurk. Really appreciate it. I hope you also have a great day. And that's it for me. Adios. Ciao, ciao.